The name Alsace comes from Alisa, which in Common Celtic meant land of the foreigner. The region has always been at the centre of commercial exchanges and at the heart of continual mixing of people and cultures. The River Rhine has played an important role in our town's growing influence since antiquity. In this context, there were numerous rich and powerful tithe courtyards in our town. More often than not, they belonged to the abbeys and the convents. Protected by the perimeter walls, these courtyards were the place where they sold their grain, their wood, and all importantly, their fine wines. Eggersheim was already in possession of all the conditions necessary for the production of the finest vintage wines.
Are you interested in fine wines?
Who are you?
The host of this cellar for the last 5 centuries.
But nobody ever told me about you.
This is my first appearance. It seemed like the perfect opportunity to take part in the presentation of my town.
But what are you doing here? I mean, have you been here all this time?
Since my arrival in this town in 1530, I was in charge of overseeing the production of wines for a big abbey. Wine was a luxury product, a rarity, with a very high value. Eggersheim already produced highly sought-after fine wines, thanks to the climate, the quality of the soil, and our know-how. Take a little of this wine. And then hold it towards the light. It's a Riesling. Its color reminds me of a great vintage from 1535. Taste it now. So?
This wine is just as unreal as you are. Where are you?
Come back tomorrow. I'll tell you about the grape varieties back in my time, the Gewürztraminer, the Riesling, and the Muscat. They were already making great wines. The winemakers of today seem to have followed in our footsteps.
The bells are tolling midnight, and all is quiet. No fires, no bandits. I'm doing my round, and may God give you all a good night. Hansori, zu vielen Leer, das uns Gott und Meyerbeer.
Incredible. It's night time.
Eric, what are you doing out in the street in the middle of the night?
I thought I knew everything about our town, but something very surprising has just happened to me. You're not going to believe it.
Let's walk together. You can tell me all about it while we're walking.
Oh, tell me, how long have you been here?
I've lost count. The night watchman. For 5 or 6 centuries, I guess.